The Seattle Sounders showed something in this game, but it wasn't enough to pick up any points. Welcome back to another episode of the Seattle Sports Show, where we love Seattle Pro Sports. I'm your host, Mikey, and today we are here to talk about another Seattle Sounders loss. Okay, we lose this one to DC United 2-1. As I said here in the beginning, the Sounders showed some fight in this one. They showed improvement. They showed something. Unfortunately, we are still talking about a loss, but at least there's signs of life here. I mean, hopefully the team can take the energy that was played with in this game, can take the momentum that they had in this game, and move it forward to the next game and start putting some, wins together. Now, this one was very odd. Okay, so the refs gave a red card to Stephen Fry in the 28th minute, and then that really threw things off. I mean, we did take the lead early in the 14th minute. Leo Chu scored off a header. I mean, that was a fun sequence, right? Where we're just like in there in the box. We got like 2 or 3 shots off in a row, kept getting the rebound. And then finally, the cross comes in, and Leo Chu is able to get a nice header on it and find the, just off the post and then into the net. Right? I mean, it was great. That was really fun to see. So you were feeling like the way this one was going. Hey, this team's got some momentum going right now. They could get it going. But then the refs, they give a red card to Stephen Fry on what everybody else is saying. Yeah, that doesn't look like that should have been a red card. Brian Schmetzer said himself in the post-game press conference that shouldn't have been a red card, but unfortunately it was, and things just kind of got a little wonky from there. We all have to remember that the Sounders are in a stretch right now of like 7 or 8 games in a row where they're all coming on short rest, just like 2, 3, 4 days in between games over the next like 7 or 8 games. So not only did we have to play the rest of this game a man down because our goalie got a red card, we also had to deal with the fact of knowing, hey, we have a game, our next game in just a couple of days. So, you have to use your substitutions wisely. You don't want to overplay somebody in this game and then have them to be too sore and tired to play in the next game. You want them to be available. So, yeah, Schmetzer kind of had to, finagle the lineup around the rest of this game to make it work, right? With all of that context in mind of, not only do you have to plan for this game, you have to be planning for the next mini games that are coming around. Like I said, it's 7 or 8 more games that they're all going to be on short rest. So I thought that was handled well, and still the Sounders had multiple, opportunities where they did well enough where you thought maybe they'll, even a man down, they're going to be able to sneak this one out and come away with at least a draw and get a point in the standings. Now, that's not what happened, obviously, but you at least felt good about the play you saw on the field, and it makes you think, okay, if the refs aren't being, as bad as they're being, and giving out red cards, and we actually can play the next match, at full strength with everybody on the field, everything being even, maybe we can take this momentum and start building on it and start getting some wins together. I mean, at this point, we are now 1-5-3. That is now officially like the very worst start ever in Sounders history. We're in 13th place in the Western Conference. It's not good. So, hopefully we can take the good parts that we had out of this game and carry them forward and start getting some wins, so we can start climbing back into this thing. Yeah, just some quick notes that the Sounders said about this one. Leo Chu, this was his first goal of the season. Jordan Morris and Albert Rusnak both got an assist on that goal. Again, unfortunately, Stephen Fry got that red card. That's the first time he's ever been sent off in his MLS career. And I think that's really it for notable stuff. Again, the rest of it is just more about you feel confident that this team is confident in themselves, and they'll get things turned around. If you watch the post game press conference with Brian Schmetzer, you watch the post game press conference with the players, I think they felt good about themselves in this one. They know the effort was there. They know that they can execute what they want to execute when they are when the effort is there and when everybody's playing smart and together. So they know they can do it. You just have to hopefully not have a wonky red card in the next match, and they can feel confident that they know that they can do it and that they can still play well even with man down. I mean, I think maybe that's part of what makes them feel good, is that they win a man down and they still they were still in this thing. All right, but let me know what you thought about this Sounders game. What did you think of that Leo Chu goal? Again, to me, that was just fun to watch. All the shots and rebounding, and then the tenacity and keeping it up, and then just finally being able to knock that one in. And yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it still is a loss. So, are you watching this? Are you feeling hopeful going forward that they can take this momentum forward, or are you just feeling like so bummed out right now? Either I would understand either feeling in this moment. But yeah, there you go. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, leave those comments. Podcast listeners, subscribe, follow, leave a rating and review, because that all helps the show grow. Okay, and I want to thank you for listening to the Seattle Sports Show, where we watch Legends Awaken. So take cover, because with a sea of sound, you will see us rise to reign supreme and win forever.